Welcome, my good people. This is the Illust Podcast. And in this episode, we're going to go over a new format. I'm going to bring something else new out. But this edition is going to be called What'd They Say? So I'll take a quote that I like from the week or whatever, something I saw, and I'll just try to unpack it, dispel it, whatever. So here we go. So this week's quote is from a guy. His name is Ray Daniels. I don't know who this dude is. I have seen him on the internet before. He's gaining a following in this format, but I believe he's some sort of former record exec or impresario or something like that. Maybe an A&R, something he used to do with the record business. Now he's calling himself the hip hop referee, whatever that is. But I guess it just means he has a lot of strong opinions, which most of us do nowadays. But he talks big. He talks like he is the all-knowing, omnipotent hip hop guru or whatever. But at any rate, in this context of this conversation he is having with this Christian rapper D1, who I like very much. I like what he stands for. He definitely stands on the things that he believes in. His whole career is based upon that. He's a Christian rapper. And I can align myself with a lot of the values that he has. And he's doing more conversations with people like this, and where he is just speaking about it. And he has no problems calling out those who are continuing to send us on this path of wickedness, as I like to say. So the quote from this conversation is from Ray Daniels himself. And he says, hip hop culture is evolving, but our problem is that we're not sending lessons to the younger black man. We're not teaching them from us. All right. So that's the quote. So here's what I think about that quote. First, let's talk about hip hop culture. Why are we still speaking about this thing like it's something that's positive? It is not. When we talk about it in a way where it's almost like hand in glove with black culture. And that's how a lot of times these guys are really using it, but they'll interchange it, maybe knowingly, maybe unknowingly, but they're using it interchangeably. Hip hop culture, black culture. I no longer think they're the same. There was a time I definitely did, but I don't think that anymore, because I think black culture is something we don't really lift anymore. It's there, but we don't lift. Too many base it on the accomplishments of people who, in my opinion, don't really care anything about the black culture. In my opinion, hip hop culture is adjacent to death, violence, aggression, intensity, misogyny, drugs. Those are the words that I would use with hip hop culture. Those are the things I think of when I think hip hop culture now, and that's not that. There's nothing good about that. So, he's saying hip hop culture is evolving, but our problem is that we're not sending lessons to the younger black man. It's de-evolving. It's not better. It's not in a better form than it was 30 years ago, much less the inception. So it's de-evolving because now we're in a space now where it's so myopic that it's just a business now. It's not really concerned with the art form of it. All of that has gone out the window at this point. The art of being good at this craft of rapping or making music, it's just gone, man. All of it's gone. All we have now is nostalgia with that. That's it. We talk about the 90s as if it was, oh man, it was like we were all getting stimulus checks or something like that. I mean, that's how they talk about it, like the 90s. Not and that's my era, don't get me wrong, but I think it was BS too, man. This was kind of the start of all this. This was our entry into this whole era of just wickedness, man. And it's been over 30 years of this. But because people make money, because more you seeing, rappers making money. And I hate when I speak to people and they use this as a justification or an excuse for these people. If you can make money that way, then it's okay. Well, I mean, are you okay with people selling drugs? Are you okay with prostitution from teenagers or whoever? Are you okay with that? That's a way to make money. I just don't, for me, and I think most people don't look at that as being noble forms of making money. But again, people give credit to people for making money all of the time, which is ridiculous to me. Money is easy to make. It's just, are you willing to do it? Are you willing to do what it takes to make it? So hip hop culture is not evolving. It's just bullshit now. I go on anything. In all my algorithms are overrun with this nonsense that I don't even really look at. I get Cardi B's ass out on my Facebook all the time. I swipe right past it and it still comes up, Same thing with Instagram, man. I'm always getting something like that. Some girl walking around with boobs and ridiculous amount of ass and all this stuff. And I'm like, man, come on, man. Yeah, I am a man. I'm a man, no doubt. But it's like, come on, man. I'm not looking at this stuff. I swear I'm not. And it keeps coming up, man. It keeps coming up. And it's like, man, maybe I must have glanced at it a little bit too long. Maybe they're timing that because I don't even click on it. There were times when I clicked on it and then it's like, oh man, okay, that's fine. Whatever. So now is it that they're looking at how long you're glancing at it or something? Because I might glance and be like, and keep it moving. But man, it keeps coming up in my algorithm and I can't stand it. But yeah, man, that is not what Black culture is. Hip hop culture is not Black culture. Don't get it twisted. Don't get it misconstrued. It is not the same. Hip hop culture is negative. It's the worst of us. It's all those things. I mean, think about it. It's that thing which Black people will give each other props for doing the most negative shit. Going to jail, shooting somebody, selling drugs. I never understood this mess. I was like, even in the music, it was like, yeah, man, this ain't really cool to do this. But, I'm young and I soaked it up like everybody else and just kind of had suspended my reality. But as I've seen in the 30 years since, I see how it's affected not only the people who were there in that moment when it was there, but how it is changed and transformed into this. It's just horrible, man. It's a horrible tool is what it is. All it's doing is suppressing us in ways that most of us don't even know. We're looking at it as music and nothing more. We're looking at it as a movie and nothing more, as entertainment and nothing more. And the thing is, it is absolutely fueling our subconsciouses to see things like this. It's numbing us, desensitizing us to things that are terrible, horrific, things that we should be protesting, things that we should be uniting against. But they tell us other things, so we tend to lean on those other things, like, everything is racist. Okay, yeah, everything shouldn't be drug dealing. Everything shouldn't be twerking. Everything should not be uh, doing drugs. But I mean, you can't really listen to any of these popular rappers and not get that. Some check all the boxes. Some you might only get one or two things. Doesn't matter. The theme is still garbage. Ray Daniels' next point is that the problem is that we're not sending lessons to the younger black man. So, clearly black man is the point here. Black man. Okay, we're not sending the message. That's not correct, because the message is going through loud and clear to black men, because we are acting out the so-called actions of the art. We're doing exactly what the so-called art, which is the music, is telling us to do. They're acting it out. They're getting the message loud and clear. They're absolutely getting it. There's probably no, to their credit, there's probably no getting away from it. In this internet ran world, there's no getting around it. But yeah, the message is definitely, the message is getting to them. The lesson is getting to them. I just don't think that the lesson part of it is important to them. I don't think the outcome is important to them. I don't think the outcome has been shown to be such a detriment to a life. Because in this hip hop culture, if you get locked up or something like that, you become an OG. You become, more gangster, more even just a super miscreant, and people speak like that. They call them OG. It's really, hip hop culture is gang culture, and gang culture is, as I've said before, it's debauchery. It is drugs, violence, and rape. It's a rape culture. And people just kind of, they just don't even, I don't even think they think about it at all, man. Just think about, this song is Snoop's debut album. Was that 93, 94? Ain't no fun if the homies can't have none. Think about that. Think about what that really means. I won't go into it, but we all know. But it was a dope song. We're just all into it, and we're all singing. And it's like, think about what that is. Disgusting, man. It really is. But that's what these songs are putting in us. So the lessons are being learned, bro. They're being learned. Too much so. So we're not sending lessons to the younger black man. Okay, so maybe in that part he means the older black man like myself, like himself. He's probably a 50-year-old person, 45-year-old person, something like that. We're not sending messages. Hey, man, we are sending messages. There's hundred thousands of people like me who are on the internet, who are somewhere with a mobile phone, who are just yearning to make a difference in people's lives. But we don't get heard. That's the thing. We don't get heard because you would have to be, how, let's take birds, for instance. You can have 50 different species of bird in a single cage. And you can put one species of bird outside of it. And you can have all these birds going crazy and chirping like crazy at the same time. But that bird will understand the one that shares the same species. He can understand. He will understand him. He will take, through all of that chaos of language, that bird will still understand. He'll hear all of that, but can shut it all out and understand his his brethren, I guess. That's kind of how it is with narratives today. But see, we're not like the birds. Our young people aren't like the birds. All the language that get thrown about, we get caught in it. And we don't hear the people outside of it who are trying to give us the truth and facts. We hear the nonsense and the turmoil and the chaos. We're actually attracted to it. It's what gets more clicks. It's what gets more attention. People love it. That's why it's hard for people like me to make content and not be at times a little disappointed in people. I want everyone, not just Black people, because there's so many things I am before I'm Black. I'm cells, I'm atoms, I'm molecules, I'm an organism, I'm a man, I'm a human. All these things before I'm Black. But why the emphasis on being Black is just so much higher than anything else? That's something I don't understand, and I think it's really that's myopic and short-sighted. We should be more concerned with being human beings and overall, instead of this. It just breeds racism, is what I'm saying. So, but yeah, this is a bad place to be when you have people saying things like this. And this guy he thinks he's really saying something that is so profound and provocative that you should miss out on this. But what we should be saying to younger Black men is not being said. Well, sorry, it is being said. It's just not being said in the music. And for those of us who are saying it, all we can do is keep speaking like this on the outside looking in and just try to, hopefully it'll save a few of these young people. But I have always said this: you can't save them all. Everybody can't go. So I do still subscribe to that. Everyone can't go. So, there's going to be emotional and cognitive casualties here. People who just don't understand it, or who just, they just want to still be whatever the pill Neo didn't take. I can't remember. But anyway, the last part of this is we're not teaching them from us. That is the only part of that statement that is really correct. We're not teaching them from us, because those of us who are actual men of integrity, it's just like I just explained with the birds. It's not being heard. And there are a lot of us, but the thing is, we don't get. It's just like hip hop in the 90s. Gangster rap got the headlines. Gangster rap got all the run. And the De La Souls of the world didn't sell as many records. And that's what we are. We the De La Souls, the Tribe Called Quest. We're lauded for our talent and the creativity, but we don't get the attention. And I certainly wish I had a son or a daughter to impart some of this truth that I have and that I know upon them, to see how they can go forward and impart it to the rest of the world, and therefore making the world a better place. But because I don't have that, all I can do is try to impart it upon people who may or not hear my voice. And that's all I want to do. See you on the next one. Pete's out. I'm gone.